in that moment, I was very tired that day.
Yep.
And I went to another company of a client.
Yep.
And during the coming back, I was so tired that I lost my senses.
Yep.
I had this accident, but I was very low as velocity. I had only a spinal cord injury. No broken bones, nothing. Only a spinal cord injury because one intervertebral disc broken, and the one vertebra touched the other vertebra that was low down. And this compressed my spinal cord, and now for me it's impossible to move my legs. I think that after this I was for 1 week in coma at the hospital because I had a big surgery on my spine. I have some titanium on my spine from 11 thoracic vertebra to the first lumbar vertebra.
Everything would have crashed for you. You would have said, I've lost Gabrielle. Like this person doesn't exist, correct?
Yes, this was my thinking because because I worked all the life on myself, and in just 1 second I lost all my life. In fact, it's normal for me to say that my life before a wheelchair was a past life.
Wow.
Another life. Yes. Now this is my new life.
He'll play you a classic tune on a piano. He'll race you in a Maserati. Able or disable, he's the champ. Bodybuilding has been in his blood and the North Pole for decades now. Dorian Yates and Spain is his second home. We will find out more. 3 Olympians, 3 Arnolds, 2 Toronto pros, need I say more? His word, I will always be a bodybuilder, amateur, professional, standing, sitting. Sport is foremost with ourselves. Please help me welcome. The buzzword is give everything. Gabrielle Andriulli.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm Gabrielle Andriulli.
Yes, you are.
As you say it, I'm Italian. I am almost 45 now.
Yes.
And I'm a bodybuilder from all my life.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Firstly, I didn't know how old you were. 45. I guess let's start from this story, and then I'll go into what I've written. When did you touch weights? How old were you when you first put your hand on some weights? Dumbbells, barbell? What was the age?
I was very young,
Yeah.
and the first time I entered in a gym, I was just 14 in 1994.
Oh, really?
So so it's more than it's 30 years ago. Yes, that I trained for my first time.
Yep.
And I went in a gym that is very famous here where I live, because there is also a bodybuilding school in Italy.
Yep.
And this gym was of Tullio Ricciardi, that was the first champion in Italy, Mr. Italy.
Yep.
Yes, in 1956.
Yep.
And he transferred me the first things to train.
Yep.
I don't know why, but I was very lucky in this sense, because every time, also in the beginning, I worked with a person that in these sports, in this sport, in bodybuilding, were champion. And he transferred me the basic of this sport. I trained there for some years, and in 2000 I began also to compete.
So up to
I
2000, you competed. So 14. You would have been 20 years old, maybe. You're saying about 20 years old.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. 20 years old.
Yep.
In the beginning, I was in the NABBA Federation.
Yep.
When until 2005.
Yep.
In 2005, the NABBA Italy closed because for some things that was not good here. So I went in IFBB.
Yep.
In that moment in Europe, there was the IFBB. That IFBB that today is called IFBB Elite.
And then there's IFBB Pro. There's two.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. It was not NPC as today also here in Europe.
Yep.
And this was until 2016.
Yep.
I compete there until 2011, and then I had my car accident because I'm on wheelchair, as you said. I remained paralyzed from my waist down. In my accident, I had my accident in 20 December 2011. I was at work. I had a little company of where I sew the leather dresses.
Okay,
I
so
worked with.
It was your company, your own company, or you work for someone?
Yeah. No. I had my own company.
And
yes,
it was to do with leather.
Life,
it was to do with leather.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Leather dresses.
Yep.
Yes, because in my life I have studied economy. Then I had a master also in analysis, time and methods, and then I specialized in owning and directing a company. Then I work in the beginning for another company, and then I opened my own company. And it was very good because until I was almost 32, I had many works to do, and I work also with the big brands because in that big brand of the fashion show.
Tell me something. I've got a few questions before we go from 2000. Was it 2011 when you had the accident? Is that right? December, you said 11? Which year?
2011. Yeah. Yes, I was 31.
31.
At that moment
so tell me something. So before because I want to hear this story, but I want to ask you, growing up. I want to know a little bit about you growing up first. We'd like to know, where did you grow up? Tell us about your family, and also tell me what you were like as a kid. Were you academic? Were you sporty? Did you have aspirations to be astronaut? What was it? So tell me about Gabrielle growing up. Where did you grow up?
Until 19, I lived with my parents.
Yes.
In at the home. For an European, it's not normal to leave home when you are young at 19. Because,
it's the same here in Australia if you're Greek or Italian. The Italians want you here till you're 50. Don't worry, I understand the same thing here. But which part of Italy? Which part of Italy did you grow up?
I live in Tuscany, in Florence.
Tuscany, Florence.
The city of Florence. Yep. Yes. And it's a beautiful city. It's not so big because there are, I think, 400,000 people here that live here. It's full of art.
Yeah.
I studied in the beginning as in a scientific college, and then I go to economy when I leave home. But in the beginning, when I leave home, I go in the army for 1 year.
Army.
I was a parachutist.
Yeah,
And I was
a parachutist. Yeah.
yes, I was my grade was caporal, and
Yeah.
I was a squad commander.
Yep.
That is, so you direct 16 people
Yep.
in your crew, and that was one of the best of my life experience.
Yeah.
That because is very important because you understand what is discipline, and to listen what you have to do from also from other people sometimes,
Yeah.
because it's important also this.
Yep.
After this, I begin also to work and study.
Yep.
And at 25, I was the production director in a fashion company.
Yep.
And I had also my first step of study in economics. And there I opened my own company with another man.
Yep.
And we founded the society. I get also my master in the
Economics.
first years of my society.
Yep.
And the society grew up very well.
Yep.
Until I had my accident. That year was very good, economically speaking, but it was very bad because I ended also my work. Because you have to think that I stayed in the hospital then for almost 1 year. When I entered in the hospital, I was a moment where I competed just 11 days before the accident, the car accident.
Was that your so you competed 11 days, so you're in shape, I guess. You were, because 11 days you would have competed, so you were in good condition. Everything was good. So tell me, if you don't mind, and again, you seem to be very open in this conversation, but what happened? So you had a car accident. Could you tell us what happened? And if you're comfortable, that is, to tell us how, and then maybe tell us, how did you cope as well after when you found out what you found out? How did you process yourself, if you could tell us that too?
Yes.
Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed, who is following us on all platforms, but especially here on YouTube. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, please, if you could do us a big favor, which helps us reach more people, get better, bigger, greater. We've already had some great guests anyway. Everyone's been a treat. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified every week a new podcast that is launched. And I just want to say a big thank you. But again, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enjoy watching Muscle Talks podcasts.
So, when I had my accident, in that moment, the real the truth is that in that moment I was very tired that day.
Yep.
And I went to another company of a client.
Yep.
And during the coming back, I was so tired that I lost my senses.
Yep.
I can't say that I slept.
Yep.
I feel asleep.
Everything happened so quick.
I lost my senses.
Yep.
Yes, and I had this accident, but I was very low as velocity. For a serial of causes, I had a spinal cord, only a spinal cord injury. No broken bones, nothing. Only a spinal cord injury because one intervertebral disc broken, and the one vertebra touched the other vertebra that was low down. and this compressed my spinal cord, and now for me it's impossible to move my legs. I move something in the beginning of the legs, but it's not enough to walk or to train my legs. Now my legs are very very tiny.
Yeah.
I think that after this I was for 1 week in coma in at the hospital because I had a big surgery on my spine. I have some titanium on my spine from 11 thoracic vertebra to the first lumbar vertebra. Now I'm stabilized. This is the stabilization is this surgery. After when I wake up, I stayed in the hospital for 10 months, and I entered there at 90 kilos. I exit at 56 kilos.
Oh my
so
gosh! Wow.
the half.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and when I exit, it was very difficult for me because I have also, for me, I can't I can't say that it's a shame to be handicapped, because it's not this the real thing. But in that moment, for me, was very difficult to accept also myself looking me in the mirror. So
how did you I know as an able person, you know yourself, and especially you love bodybuilding, all right? So when you're a able person, let's just say, and you're a bodybuilder, you know the weight you like. We like the weight. We like to feel strong. A competing weight, when you compete, that's a different weight. And bulking up too much is a different weight. But we have, I'll give you an example. I'm 5'10", 5'11", right? Just under 6 foot. And I know my ideal weight is 84 kilos. That's 84 kilos, just lean, your abs show a little bit, nice.
Yeah.
When I'm 100 kilos, I feel heavy, I'm not very happy. But if I'm 78 kilos, I feel too skinny. I don't like my clothes. I don't like the way I look. So for you, because your love affair with bodybuilding, one, hear me out. Two, being you're a business person, fashion, everything would have crashed for you. You would have said, I've lost Gabrielle. Like, this person doesn't exist. Correct?
Yes. This was my thinking, because my thinking is because I worked all the life on myself, and in just 1 second I lost all my life. In fact, it's normal for me to say that my life before a wheelchair was a past life.
Wow.
Another life. Yes. Now this is my new life. Today I understand also that is a second chance, but in that moment I felt as I had lost really my life, and I was a little depressed, sad, but after only 1 week, when I was at home after a hospital, I look in me in the mirror. I think, why I have to stay here? Why I can't do something for me? And in that days, I saw something in the internet that also there was a division of men on wheelchair that competed. Looking at that division, I think maybe I can train and have some muscle muscles on the upper on my body. Uh, so after 1 week, there was as someone that called me, but I went to the gym, and in my gym
Wow.
where I normally train, and when I arrived there, all the people didn't believe to this.
Yeah.
Many people also cry because they saw me so little, but I was there. I was there for me to train again.
Do you
The
think
first time,
if you
yeah,
didn't have like do you think that it if you didn't have bodybuilding, what would you have? Because if bodybuilding brought you back, nothing else could bring you back. Nothing could bring Gabrielle. Is it Gabrielle or Gabrielle? How's your name? Quickly.
Gabri- Gabriele.
All right,
Gabriele.
Gabrielle. Do you think not even money, not even success? It had to be Gabrielle in the physical. You had to come back muscular. You had to come back with that fire because that's who you are. That's your foundation. Meaning everything else you can do, business, money, sport, but bodybuilding seems to me, look, I'll say it like this. Me, Gabrielle, I'm 55. I don't think I'm the best looking man. Hear me out first. But when I train, I feel like good looking man. When I muscle, I feel like a good looking man. So when I go to the gym, I do this so I feel good. I have to feel good.
Yes.
And I think, do you think the bodybuilding was to bring you back? Thank God you had bodybuilding because that brought you back. Yeah?
Yes. You know, I think that the sport and the bodybuilding in particular is the quickest form of transformation.
It is, yes. Yes, it is.
And if you mind, you can transform yourself, your body,
Yeah.
and there is a big parallelism with your life. If you if you if you can do it in a gym, you can do it also in life.
100%.
It's very strange. It's very strange because many people that have these that are in this sport doesn't understand. Don't understand that this is the meaning of this sport.
Yes.
So I love bodybuilding for this because every time I have had the possibility to be all that I can be, all that I wanted to be. I know that today I don't. It's impossible for me to love my body as before, maybe because I know that I am as you know the pelicano.
Yeah, the Pelicano, yeah.
That has
Yeah.
a big body
Yep.
in the upper and two
little legs.
tiny
Yeah,
legs.
yeah.
But it doesn't matter because I know also that also what is the development of my body from that moment in which that I roll in the gym again, and this changed my life also in the moment. In that moment, this changed my life also in how I saw this problem. I have seen too much people that after a car accident or something or a tragedy, because it's a tragedy so big, they lost also themselves. But if you mind very well, the important is to be here. I have to say you also another thing because that is very important for my journey in this life, and is that after only 4 months that I get out from the hospital,
Yep.
my first niece, the first daughter of my brother, died, and all my family was there. My father is a doctor, and he couldn't do nothing because he had something in the body that didn't work very well, and I saw my niece that died.
How old was she? How old?
Just 1 year old,
Yeah,
but she was normal,
of course.
real normal, but her body didn't produce an enzyme, and so the body slowly died every day. And when she was 1 year old, she died in front of us. I have saw in that moment her soul, the last breath, and it's not normal when a baby is against the nature of the things, to see a baby that died before you. I learned that day that I am nobody to decide that I have not to live this life, because my biggest gift is to open my eyes every day, and every day I can decide what to do. Also, what I want to do, what I want to be, and that this is the biggest gift that I have. And I know that is a paradox, but in some way, my niece.
Hey, I'm Jamie from Pawtion.
And I'm Steve, Muscle Talks podcast.
And we heard that you guys are very into clean eating for yourselves, so we figured we'd educate you a bit about clean eating for your dogs. That's why Pawtion has decided to partner with Muscle Talks and give you promo code MuscleTalks25 for 25% off your first order at pawtion.com.au. That's pawtion.com.au.
And if you continue ordering through Pawtion, please use Muscle Talks 10, and that gets you, with continued orders, 10% off. We're quite excited to be part of Pawtion. I've got a few dogs running around us just as I talk now. So please support not only good eating for ourselves, but I'm sure you want to promote good eating for your loved one, your pet, your dog. So go to pawtion.com.au and use, for your first order, Muscle Talks 25 to get 25% off your first order, and then continued orders, Muscle Talks 10.
Has saved my life. Yes.
Wow. Can I just ask, do you do what you do for two people? Can I say who the two people are? Do you do what you do for Gabrielle previous life, and do you do everything for her? Is it the two of them that make you to do and push as hard as you are now?
If I push for her also.
That's what I mean,
Yes.
for her and for previous Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Your past life.
Yes,
But more for her?
Yes. Because I don't mind more for the previous Gabrielle.
Okay.
In this journey every day, my past Gabrielle is more foggy, no?
Yeah.
I don't see so much that life.
You don't know that life,
That
right?
was yes, that was full of I can say bullshit here.
Yeah. Oh, you can say, you can swear, you can fucking swear.
Excuse
you can
me
say,
for the
no,
word.
you can swear in Italian if you want. You can gafangulo. You can say what you like.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying
Yes.
is, but Gabrielle, can I ask you, seeing you have two lives, you're the first person I met that has two lives in one life, right? Tell me, was Gabrielle an optimistic person before? What was he like for you to be him today? So maybe he is fog. Maybe you can't remember him. Maybe he's missed the past, the dark, whatever it is. But he had to be something. Is that part that you were always optimistic? And I'll just add one more thing. This girl to me said today, I am always optimistic. And I said to her, I don't know no other way. I don't try to be optimistic. It's not the effort. For me to say to you, you look amazing, Gabrielle, I don't say it because I want you to like me. I have to say it because that's what I see. I only can see good, meaning we already have bad in our life, but I only see good. I have bad, but I see good. Was Gabrielle the same person before, like for you to be who he is today?
No, I was maybe I was a little optimistic also before.
Yep.
But today is another game.
Okay.
In the sense that yes, I believe in myself and all these things, but today I know what I want.
Okay.
In the past, it was not so strong, so strong in my mind. Also, what is my working, is very very different, because maybe in the basic I was the same person. Also because I have built many things also before in my past life. But it's so difficult to say that I have done all that the society asked to you, because you born, you study, you work very hard, you build all that you have, your house, you buy a house, you buy the car, you make a family, and then in 1 second my world disappear. So I like very much to something that I am Christian, no, but I like very much something that Giovanni Paolo II, the Pope Giovanni Paolo II, said one day.
What did he say?
And he said that it's more important how many kilometers you do on your heart than on your legs. And today, for me, maybe when I was on my legs, I did million of steps, but today my working is more long. Is longer than before, because every day is a big experience today for me.
Well, I think
this is my life.
Yeah, I think that firstly, I want to apologize if I swore, only because, to be honest, I have a strong faith myself. I do. I might not look it, maybe, but inside me, I do. But most importantly, I think something you said about what the Pope said. But don't you think so correct me if I'm wrong again, because I'm trying to understand a little bit. It seems like to me, the Gabrielle today is more fulfilled by his heart, more fulfilled by the person he is than the external. Is this true?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like before, the Gabrielle before was external as well. This Gabrielle is predominantly the internal. Like he can have a great body, but if he does not have a great heart and a great mind of wisdom, the body means nothing to Gabrielle. So you have to have it all, correct?
Yes, I can say that today I have a big connection with my soul, with my heart, because it's very important to do all the things that we do also with the heart. When you do with the heart, you believe more and you reach much more all that you want. Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me talk a little bit about some of the posts I saw, and I just want you to explain them to me, okay?
Yeah.
So we want to understand why you posted it, okay? You posted it, so we want to know. So you posted on your stories, you're in a photo with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it says this: I don't realize it yet, but my 7th Olympia qualification has stuck on my neck. I went just like that, and thank life for so many experiences it's given me. When everything seemed dark sometimes, everything turned like a dynamo start very fast. You never know what could happen. No use trying to control what you know and what could happen. At the end, we can only improve ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
You write this.
Yes, is what I think. In life, many things, that happened. And yes, it's true, as all the people say, that it is important, the reaction. But I understand today that, yes, it also winning is very important, in the sport. Because if you win, you can have the qualification for example, for Mr. Olympia. Winning is always the best prize that you can reach during after in the end of the competition. But the important is what you live, your journey, the experience. Today we study all the life something, and there are many people that want to say us what to do with our life. But it's not so right, because if you live more with your experiences, and you can understand your own life better. We have so much, the people have so much influence on our life, and many people don't do some experiences for this. But your life is just your own life, and you have to live it in the way that you want to live. In that moment, in that photo, I was with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I won, as you say, the Arnold Classic 3 times. I've done 11 Arnold Classic.
You've done 11
in my life. Yes.
And you've won it 3 times.
Yes.
Wow. Keep going.
And and I was never under the 3rd position in Arnold Classic.
Really? What a fight.
In top 3 for 11 times.
11 times top 3. I'm writing this down. Oh my God. And so tell me something. What was it like to stay in the top 3? What did it take to win it? And then what did it take to stay at number 1? How can you break that down for us?
What mean for me?
Yeah.
To stay, there is a point where is also a responsibility.
Okay.
with yourself, because for example, now I have given the okay to the federation because they asked me to compete in the next Arnold Classic USA.
Okay.
I will compete in USA in March, and in UK, I think always in March.
Yep.
So I do other two Arnold Classic.
Yep.
And yes, it's every time for me. I want to say you that I consider Arnold Classic in particular one of the competition of my dreams.
Wow.
Also because the last competition that I was speaking about standing on my legs,
Yep.
11 days before my accident.
Yep.
Was a competition that was that qualified for Arnold Classic.
Oh my God. Wow.
And in that last competition, I competed and I qualified for Arnold Classic.
Wow.
But I went. I didn't go there.
Wow.
Never, because I was in the hospital.
Mm-mm.
So for me today to do Arnold Classic has another meaning.
Yeah.
When I'm on that stage, I also I feel something more than the other stage.
Okay.
Because for me it means very much. It means my reborn, there. When you are on a stage, in the backstage, you smell that smell, that feeling of in that moment, all my imperfection, also my body imperfection, are perfect.
Wow.
And I think that I live for that moment. And Arnold Classic has this atmosphere that is stronger for me.
Maybe it's
also my experience.
Yeah, maybe it's because you mentioned in 2011 you competed. Your last comp was to qualify you for the Arnolds, and here you are now. It's like the Arnolds plays homage to you. It's home, because was your next destination. Not to say that Olympia isn't the ultimate, but you knew what was happening next, and that was taken away. So because you are at the Arnolds, you feel like you want to own this as your home. This is your place. This is where you were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's quite amazing, mate. Well, how many Olympias have you done?
I qualified at 7 Olympia, but one Olympia I couldn't travel because 10 days before, it was during the pandemic.
Yes, COVID,
they closed totally the travel 10 days before the Mr. Olympia here in Italy. So we were closed here, and I lost the travel and all the other things. But it's okay. I love Mr. Olympia, but not so much. I love more other competition, because Mr. Olympia is so frenetic now. Today is full of athletes. It's no more the Olympia of some days, some years ago.
What's changed? What's changed?
Yeah, the biggest change was are sure the introducing the introduction of some division that are full of athletes.
So too many people. Yeah,
bikinis, men physique, but today also classic physique. That is classic physique for me is the best division maybe today.
Yep.
But you can't have 60
Yes.
person
60. Yes.
qualified there. It's impossible also to judge
Yeah.
60 person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What are you doing there? It's not possible. So 60 classic physiques, 60 bikinis, 60 men physique is not only for the judgment, but it's also because every prejudging of this division is very long, 2 hours,
that's
2
what I mean.
hours and a half.
Yeah.
And, so it's impossible also for the public to see all the divisions because it's very boring.
So tell me something. Does is Arnold? Can I just ask firstly, how many wheelchair athletes at the Olympia? How many wheelchair?
This year we were 16 qualified, but at the end on the stage we were I think 12.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's fair enough. Can I just ask, when you mentioned Arnold's, and you mentioned you are invited. So in other words, that's the difference with the Arnold's. The Arnold's chooses its athletes to compete against the best. Is this true? Is this what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That-
Yes.
Yes.
The choosing of Arnold is to invite the best
of the best,
the best
of the
professional
best.
athletes of the
And maybe
yes, we are 40 in total today.
Yeah, so maybe in the past that's how Olympia was. You invited the best of the best. And now they have everyone there. Like you said, 60, which is a lot, man. A lot.
Yes.
I also heard there's more men's physique. Men's physique is even bigger, I heard. This is incredible. How do you do this? That I think I understand why you feel a little bit questioning the Olympia. Why so many when there's only, like I said, the Arnold's chooses the best of the best. They have a choice to go. Like they asked you, so you can say yes or no, but you're going because they believe you're the best.
Yes.
They've asked you because they believe you're going to compete for everyone there. Everyone that comes to compete can win. That's why they invite you, because they think you can win.
Yes.
Every single,
Yes.
And I think Olympia, not everyone can win, but they have everyone there, which is a lot. Too many, eh?
Yes. They are two different competitions. For example, I have beaten Arnold Kelly 2 times in Arnold Classic, but never, I have never beaten him in Mr. Olympia.
Wow. Okay. I understand. Yeah. All right.
Yes, and this is very strange. For example, the last year in Arnold Classic USA, the Indian guy won the division.
Yep.
And now in Mr. Olympia, he was, I think, 6th, 7th, I don't know where. And I was second in USA this year in Arnold Classic. Another thing, maybe I think also that the Mr. Olympia for me, it has to become as in the past itinerant, because in the past Mr. Olympia was in Australia, in South Africa, in Europe also,
yes, it was.
sometimes.
You're right.
Not only in Las Vegas. I know that Las Vegas is as a fashion for something of fashion for Mr. Olympia, but is very far, and many athletes can't go there also for the visas, because you know that the USA is really difficult also for the sportsmen to enter. So all the Arab athletes,
they struggle
every time. Yes, yes. They have many problems, but they are not terrorists. They want just to compete and to come back.
I think, which is true, but I think Arnold won his final Olympia here in Australia, in Sydney. When Arnold,
Yeah, maybe yes. Yes, I think so.
I think when Arnold competed for his last Olympia and he won, was in Sydney. So yeah, I remember that, but I see the photos. So let me ask another question quickly. Let me just see what I've written. Oh yes, I saw that at this Mr. Olympia, and I'm sure the past photos as well, the past Olympias, but I saw all these athletes like Ramon Dino. I saw Isa Pereira, the girl that won Miss Olympia. I saw Eduardo Correa. I saw Fabrico Pacioloc. Sorry if I don't say the names right.
Yes,
yeah. And I saw a photo with you and Hardy. What I wanted to ask is, these people that you rub shoulders with, are they, some of them, friends you enjoy seeing every year? But is there someone that always excites you? Is there someone you see and you're still starstruck by? Like you think, wow, I like this athlete. Is there anybody?
I see every year these people, but this year, I one time because I stay for 5 weeks before Olympia in Las Vegas. To train this year. And after 1 or 2 weeks, arrived also Ramondino with his trainer. That is Felipe. The name is Felipe. And they work all for the same brand, Ramondino and all these people. And I met him in Dragon Lear, he asked me, "Who are you that you are on wheelchair so big?" Because it's very strange. I didn't know him in that moment, and so we speak, and I asked him, "Do you want to train me one time? If you have the time in these days." So we connect in this way, and now they invited also me to go in January and February to train in São Paulo del Brasile.
Wow, really?
In Brazil.
Okay, nice.
Yes, because every year, as you said in the introduction, I train around the world. My biggest coach was sure Dorian Yates, and I lived in Spain for many times. For 5 months, I lived with him for 4 months in Spain, 1 month in Los Angeles, and then I placed the first time second in Mr. Olympia with Dorian Yates.
Hold on. Let's stop there. We're talking about Dorian Yates now. All right, just calm down. Calm down, all right? With this guy, calm down. Let's please. We all know Dorian Yates, all right? We understand that Lee Haney won Olympia 8 times, Lee Haney. And then Dorian Yates won it 7. Is that correct? 7 times, Dorian Yates? Or 6? 6 or 7?
Yes, 6 times.
6 times. And Dorian Yates took bodybuilding to the next level. We know that with Dorian Yates, it became the next level of size, the next level of conditioning, the next level. And also he was from England. So firstly, tell us about Dorian Yates. How did you meet Dorian Yates, please? Because if he's your coach, this is not your normal coach. So please.
Yes. For me, today we are friends, because he's a very good friend for me.
Good.
He's also as a dad in some ways.
Okay, good.
He learned me many things.
Okay.
Not only in bodybuilding, also in life.
Good.
I met him the first time in February, but only because when I was very young and when I was a bodybuilder before on my legs, he was my idol,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
It was my legend.
Yeah, of
For
course.
me, Dorian Yates was the body that I say, wow, I want that body.
Ah, he had an amazing body. Yeah.
And yeah, so in 2019, I contacted him and I asked him if I could go in Spain to train one day with him.
Yep.
And I went there, and then I was already qualified for my second Olympia
Yep.
in 2019.
Yep.
And after training, that was very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
But I have many things to tell about my trainings with Dorian
Yeah, I
Yates.
can imagine.
After that training, he said me, we went to have lunch together, and they said me, but what do you think if you come here to live and I train you and I sponsor you
What?
with the DY, yes, with DY nutrition? Yes, because he saw something in me, I think.
Yep.
In that moment, I was with another sponsor, but for me, it was too big to stay
No
with Dorian
brainer.
Yates.
No brainer.
Yes, so because was my dream,
Yeah.
and I said to him, "Okay, Dorian, I come here." So I went.
Where did you
before
live? But don't tell me you lived with him.
with him in the same place, but we stay all the day together.
Wow.
also-
oh my God, man. Come on. Keep
Yes.
going. Keep going.
Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, also,
Yeah.
yes. Sometimes also to the sea. You know, today the life of Dorian Yates is particular,
Yeah.
but is very strong also as before.
Yeah.
Because he trains not as before naturally, but he trains very hard and he every day he's full of athletes that come that go there in Spain also to do one session of legs with him.
Yeah.
And I have seen so many professional athletes to
Vomit.
you know,
Wow. Wow.
yes.
Yeah. 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 Wow.
And many times I have lost my senses during the training. And when I lost my senses, he take the water, he washed my
Back.
head,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he said me, "Okay, you have 20 seconds."
What?
And, we have yes, and we have to finish our training.
That's hard, man.
Once I arrived at the gym and I broke my car with another car because another car came against mine car.
Yep.
And it was impossible so to move this car, and the car remained there. I go to the gym and I say, Dorian, I am without car. It's a big problem for me. He listened. After 1 minute, he said me, okay, now you are in the church. Now we train, or now you want to train or to speak about bullshit.
Wow, I love that. That's the truth. That is the truth, man. That is the truth. You want to train or you want to talk about bullshit? You better remember that, Chris. Yeah, yeah.
And in that moment, I understood that okay, we train. And it was one of the best training in that period.
Yeah.
And Dorian is in this way, or black or white, but you have to train before all, and then all the other things.
Wow.
Anyway, I went there after I knew him, and after his offer, I accept.
Yep.
And I went there after a Toronto Pro that I won. I won this Toronto Pro, and then I go there and I stay there 5 months with him. and I placed the second in Mr. Olympia in
Yes.
2019.
Wow. Well done.
I
Congratulations.
used Carmina Burana with the voice of Dorian Yates,
Yeah.
and it was very. That year was full of emotions for me, also because Divine Nutrition paid for me all the cost, also with Dorian Yates, because Dorian Yates naturally is expensive, no?
Yeah.
Not for me today because we are friends, but in that period, a part of my of the monies that were for me went to Dorian Yates.
Yeah.
But that was my biggest experience in bodybuilding training, and if you train with in that moment I was 39, and in that moment I understood that I didn't train in my life until that moment.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, that's the moment that got you to second place at the Olympia, I guess. Can I ask, was that the point that made you get number one at the Arnold's as well? Was that after that point that you got number one?
Yes. As we said before, Arnold Classic is really different, also in the judgment.
Yes.
Respect to Olympia, for example. In Arnold Classic, I remember in 2016 or 17, I went to do an Arnold Classic in South Africa, and sometimes Arnold Schwarzenegger is the person that speaks to us during the briefing, and in that year, he said for the first time that. And maybe you remember this discussion, because he required that all the athletes didn't have the stomach.
The pot, the gut, the puffed belly, the pot belly.
Yes. Yes. He wanted to see more classic on the stage.
He was sick of it. He was sick of that stomach. Yes.
And so from that moment in Arnold Classic, also the judgment is more based on the condition, on the general shape, and not so much on the muscle. If you have more condition, more shredded, no gynecomastia, because there are many athletes that also today have the gynecomastia, and is a penalty that sometimes nobody consider, but is a penalty for me. So I understand that maybe every time that I go to Arnold Classic, for me is a little more simple, because I can reach a better condition, because I'm a little with less muscle. For example, to Arnold Kelly. Arnold Kelly is very big, is very huge, is very, he has a shape that is very culturistic shape. I am more as athletic. My arms are very long. Maybe there is another aesthetics. And Arnold Classic is the competition for me in this way. Also because for me it's not a sacrifice to don't eating nothing. Also because my diet are very extreme in these last years.
Are you good? Are you good at dieting? Are you good when you are dieting? Are you good for restriction of food?
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Yes, I'm good. Consider that generally I eat every day 1 kilos and 200 grams of meat, or 1 kilos and half of fish. For basic, for my proteins, so 250 grams of protein to 280 grams of protein every day. And for carbs, I stay very low when I'm preparing a competition, but I use many fat. I am oriented to a ketogenic
keto
diet
diets.
Yes, in these last years, also because after 40, my metabolism changed very much, and I prefer to do this.
When you were there, I saw Hardy. You took a photo with Hardy as well, and a few other people. But can I ask, what did you think of Olympia this year with Samson, Sebum, Ryan Terry, even Isabella, whatever it is, because some big changes and also some people hanging on. What did you think of that? What did you think of that divisions, all those divisions? What did you think?
For the open division, I love Adi Chopin, but because Adi Chopin is also a big person. He's the only athlete that also in the backstage, before to go on the stage, he comes there and speak with you.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, very friendly.
In that photo, he was waiting to go on the stage.
No way! God's sake, really? Oh, wow, very friendly.
So why? And I have finished in that moment. So why you do the photo before to go on stage?
Unbelievable.
I stay here to wait to you that you finish. No, Hadi is in this way. He's really a good person. Yes.
Wow.
I think that Samson this year was very dry, also, especially in the second part of the competition during the final. And maybe this, I consider Adi Chopin the athlete to beat for the open division, because he's very rocky. He's very huge, he's big. Also, if his shape is his aesthetic is not
normal,
perfect. But Samson Dauda represent for me the perfection as aesthetic. Sometimes I did you remember Cedric Macmillan? For example. I think that Cedric was an athlete that aesthetically speaking was the best for me. I think that Samsung is has that aesthetics, but is also more big, more huge, and with that drive that he take on the stage this year, he can win also next year.
He was, and aesthetically he was very balanced. I think he just balanced everything. That's what it was. I think he wasn't too far off anything. Everything was balanced. That's what I think he came in. You know what I mean? I also think,
for example,
go ahead.
For example, Lansford this year, I don't like Lansford this year. I don't. He was not so dry, and he has some water. I think he's a good athlete, but for me, maybe last year, for me, Adin was better than him. He's a good athlete but not so much. I think that maybe other athletes as Andrew Jacket was really better for this Olympia.
Yeah. No, I think anyway. I think the top two was correct. I think Samson and
Yes.
Hardy, the top two was perfect. I think you can't have
Yes.
missed out on that one. What did you think of? I mean, obviously, C-Bum is the most famous bodybuilder inside bodybuilding and outside bodybuilding. What's he like when you see him in person? What's he like in the back?
Bumstead is also him is a really humble person.
Yep.
I have met him, and every time he's so friendly. I'm very sorry that he stopped his journey in bodybuilding, but I understand also that he has won all, and stopping now his career is also a
good career move for business as well. Good career move.
Yes, but it's smart also for him because. Now he acquired also Gymshark, that company. So yes, he's okay, and he will remain a legend also in the next years. I don't like so much Summerfield, for example, the second in his division this year.
Okay.
But because I don't like so much the aesthetics of this block of issues, shoulder and pectoral of Summerfield. I like very much Ramondino, for example.
Yeah, Ramondino.
I like Urs because
he looked good, didn't he? I think he's the next Olympia. I think he could win it next if he continues going the way he's going.
Yeah. Yeah, I've read in some parts that the problem for Ramondino also this year is the carbos loading because he uses many simple sugars. So something was sweet and he's sweet very much. Sweet, yes.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes, very much on the stage, and he lost the color. But I don't know. Maybe is the too much use of diuretics. Maybe.
All right.
I think.
Yeah. Do you think
that has that?
Yeah. So maybe you're right. Maybe. Look, he's. Like Jay Cutler being second to one of the greatest, which was Ronnie Coleman, right? It's a hard job to stay second. Sometimes harder than staying first, because when you're second, you're so hungry.
You are the first of the loser.
Yeah, and also you are
first loser.
You're the first loser, correct? But also you're so hungry to win. Sometimes you're desperate because you're second and all you have is one more spot. So I guess the pressure is more, so much pressure to be second, So
yes, for me, yes, if is my story.
Yeah, your story as well.
When I meet Harold Kelly, every time I say to him, we are Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler.
You are right. It's so true. It's so true.
Yes. Because during the past 10 years, we were every time the first, second. I am the eternal second of Harold Kelly.
Oh, I can imagine. I also saw at the Olympia, you had a photo with a woman who was in a wheelchair, Charla Peterson, and she came to guest pose.
Yes.
Is this because they don't have this in the Olympia at the moment? They don't have the women's wheelchair in the Olympia?
Yeah, the women are not so much.
No, okay.
Also another girl last time was was a guest poser there in Mr. Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to wait some years for the other girls that want to compete.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they need 6, 8 athletes. That girl, Sheila Peterson, had an accident during a workout in the gym.
Wow.
Under the Smith machine. I don't know the dynamic of the accident, but under the Smith machine during the squat, I think. And he has an accident there. And anyway, he continue in bodybuilding. And I admire very much this. She won her pro card because the NPC competition, in the NPC competition, there are some girls that compete, but now they are waiting to compete. I think that also at the next Arnold Classic there will be a guest poser, a woman guest poser.
Okay, good.
But not a competition. Yes.
Okay. So tell me, because you've answered the question a little bit, is Spain still your second home? Do you still like going to Spain?
Yes, in some way, yes.
Yeah.
Spain is my second home. Also because is so near to Italy.
Yep.
And we have the same way to live.
Okay.
Because here all the life is very slow.
Yeah.
When you get up in the morning, you go to have lunch at 2 p.m. You go to have dinner at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
in the night.
Yeah.
And the Spain is the same. So when I go there, for me is as to stay in Italy.
So tell me, I want to go back a second. You said you studied art because of Tuscany, Florence, but then you moved into economics. What made you change to economics? Yeah, what made you change from art to mathematics and studying economics, finance?
No. It was a choice. For me, it was a choice only to work.
Okay.
The economics study. It was not a choice for. And after that, I know that many people that study economics don't do the company owner. The company owner is not connected to the studies for me.
Never.
It's something that you have inside, because I know the best entrepreneur that I know in the world, they have not studied nothing.
No, you don't study to be an entrepreneur, that's for sure. You hire people.
Yeah,
you hire the right people.
Yes. Also because the economic studies learn to you all things that don't that are not useful for a company. Is only a paper, but nothing other for me.
Okay. Tell me, where do you live now in Italy? Are you still in Tuscany or are you somewhere else in Italy?
Yes, I'm Tuscany, but not in the center of Florence.
Okay.
I have after my accident, I've bought in a house in Chianti. Chianti is the first the first hills out of Florence.
Yep.
And this country is a country zone that goes from Florence to Siena, and where we produce the red wine that is called Chianti.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
in front of my house, I'm full of
wine fields. What's in front of your house?
In front of my house, I'm full of. you know, uvas.
Yeah.
I don't know the vigneto in English, but
Okay.
we produce red wine
Red
here.
wine.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So tell me, are you a full-time bodybuilder or are you still in business?
I am a full-time bodybuilder, but I have opened also 1.5 years ago a coaching studio.
Okay.
I have many athletes that compete. Now for the autumn, we begin in 2 weeks to compete with 10 athletes, I think,
Nice.
9 or 10 athletes. But I work also with a normal person that want to stay in shape. I am very happy because I have involved in this project also my father, that is a doctor.
Okay.
So the people when come to us have a complete visit.
Yep.
And if there is some problem, there is a doctor.
Okay.
We have a nutritionist and we are two coach.
So tell me something. I'm going to ask you a personal question, all right? And why I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you the question is not because, well, firstly, I don't like to assume. So what does your dad, as a doctor, think of bodybuilding, being that bodybuilding has performance-enhancing drugs? So what? So do you have long debates with your father?
Yeah, naturally, you know that the doctor are not in line with all the stuff
That's
that is
right.
behind bodybuilding.
That's right. I want to know this. Your dad must
Yeah.
wrestle with you all the time.
Yeah, but he knows also how big is this project for me and
Yes.
how is important for me. So I think that in some way this yes, the fact that my father is a doctor for me is a plus,
Yeah.
because I am controlled every 3-4 months. I do my blood analysis.
Yes.
And believe me, many athletes don't do analysis.
Yeah.
And they are is very dangerous. I have under control my body for all the years, before the preparation, during the preparation, after the preparation.
Yep.
Every time that I end the preparation, I go to do I don't know if it's normal also in Australia to do the ozonotherapy for the blood.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say no because I'm not a competing athlete and I'm not at a pro level athlete or know what they do. But we do talk a lot about bloods.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's yes. In some way, you take a part of your blood.
Yep.
You clean this blood.
Yep.
If you want, you put inside also some anti-therapy.
Yep.
Because if you do a therapy in preparation, you have to do the anti-therapy for the liver.
Yep.
For also for your hypophysis and other things,
Yep.
you know. And you put in the clean blood,
Yep.
with all these nutrients.
Yep.
And you do some more steps of this, and after 1 month you are very clean, and you are okay also with your body. The important is also to do. I know that is not. We have not proof about the development of cancer and tumors by hormones.
Yep.
Because in the laboratory we are some proof, but not in the real life
Yep.
of athletes that are enhanced. But every time that I do my blood analysis, one time every year,
Yep.
is I do all the tumoral markers
Yep.
to understand if there is something that is developed.
Abnormal. Anything abnormal.
Yes, in this way, maybe the somatotropin, GH, growth hormone,
Yep.
is the worst, because if you use growth hormone and you are not good, and you have a cancer, a tumor, is not good.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I guess you're very lucky to have a dad as a doctor. Very
Yeah,
lucky. You're very lucky.
Yes.
So tell me, what was your first wheelchair show? First, we're talking about you've decided you're going to roll up on stage to your first show. What was your first show? Or was it straight away the Arnold?
No, my first wheelchair show. My first appear was here in Italy for a guest pose, and then after that I went to USA in 2013
Yep.
in Louisiana, and I compete in NPC in a pro qualifier. A Greater Gulf States,
Yep.
in Louisiana,
Yep.
and I won two categories.
Oh, wow.
Because in that because in amateur division is full of wheelchair athletes.
Really?
In the world, there are
Wow.
yes, in the world there are more than 200 athletes on wheelchair,
Wow.
amateur. And in that moment, we were many people there to fight for the pro card. At my first exit as competing athlete, I won two division and the absolute, and I earned my pro card.
Wow.
But when I returned in Europe after some months, in Europe, there were the last IFBB before the split with MPC.
Yep.
And they didn't want to give me the pro card. So I went to Spain to make another amateur competition that was the European Championship.
Yep.
I won also the European Championship.
Yep.
And then they wanted that I did the World Championship, but at that point, Jim Mannion wrote a letter from USA and said to Rafael Santonca, that is the president of IFBB Elite, to give me the pro card, because they wanted that I compete in the professional circuit. So I take my pro card after 1 year that I won my pro card. More time, because I won also the European and other things. And then I begin as professional in 2015 in Body Power Pro in England.
Yeah.
And I placed the first time second. There was but there was Aaron Kelly and Nick Scott to compete, because in Europe in that moment we were I think 3 or 4 athletes only.
All right.
And after that I go to Toronto Pro and other competition where there were more athletes, 8, 10, 12 athletes. And in the years now we are almost 40 professional athletes. Now is growing very.
It's growing very quick. Yeah, it's growing very quick. The wheelchair. I mean, it just goes to show how wonderful bodybuilding is. Okay, I'm going to ask you, in your highlights, I notice you're driving a Maserati. Is this true?
Yeah.
Is that your car?
Yes.
Is that your car?
not now, because I've had it for 3-4 years.
Right.
But I have done 100,000 kilometers with my Maserati.
Yeah.
I have a big passion for the cars.
Yeah.
Not only cars. My big passion was the motorbike, because when I stand on my legs, I compete in the
Motorbike racing.
international. Yes, in the Italian Championship of Velocity here, and also in the European Championship.
Wow.
Because I sponsor myself directly with my company.
What CC did you race? What CC?
What?
What CC? What engine? What engine size for motorbike racing?
1,000 superbikes.
Superbikes.
Yes.
Hey, do you know I have motorbikes? Do you know this?
Yeah.
Do you know how many I have?
Which one?
Do you want to know how many I have? How many do you think I have?
How many
you think you think I have? I have nine motorcycles.
9 motorbikes.
Nine motorbikes. So I have. I'll go to the superbikes at the end, but I have 1987 Heritage Harley Davidson. I have 1991 Fat Boy, the one similar to the Terminator, but not black, but similar.
Yes, I love that
model.
That Fat Boy.
Yeah, the Fat Boy. I got a Fat Boy,
Yes.
and I have
Very cool.
and I have an anniversary Harley Davidson Electroglide. I have the Electroglide that has the radio, everything, right? So that's the Harley Davidson, and then I have a scooter, the Honda Spacey, 1980 Honda Spacey. It looks like the space shuttle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that one? Yes. It's white with the gold rims and the blue seat. Very, very retro, very retro. And then I have, when I was 21, I had the GSXR Slingshot, the 750 Slingshot. Yeah. And
Yes.
And I have it in the blue and white. I have 2 of those. I have 2 red and white, and I have the black and gold 90 anniversary model. Remember the 1990 GSXR 750? It was black and silver. Yeah.
Wow.
And then one more, and then I have the Nicky Hayden CBR 1000.
Oh,
you know the Nicky Hayden one, the Repsol? You know the Repsol one?
Yes.
Yeah, I have the Repsol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Maybe, come to Australia and we just look at my bikes together. We have coffee and we talk motorbikes.
Yeah. In this last period, I was I went in a Harley Davidson site where I have discovered that they sell also the trike of.
They'll be perfect for you. They'll perfect for you.
Yes, because in my mind is to retire also in the in a trike.
You can't. If it's, I guess it's like bodybuilding, but if you love motorcycles, it doesn't matter. You ride them, you don't ride them, you love them. And for me, that's why I have 9, because I don't ride them all. Of course, I can't ride them all, but just looking at them, I'm happy. Just looking at them too, you know?
Yes.
But my favorite,
it was the same for me.
Yeah, but for my favorite, but the one I feel the best is the Fat Boy. The Fat Boy I've nearly had for 30 years. 30 years I've had this bike. 91 model. So it's, we are 2024 now. So think about it. That's 30. Yeah. So this bike is like, when I ride this bike, it's like I can fly. like I'm flying. Like sit back, I ride. The noise scares everyone, so everyone doesn't come near me. I'm by myself. No one disturb me. It's great.
Yeah. I can, I can understand your emotion.
Yeah, man,
about
it's
this.
the best feeling. What are you driving now? What car do you drive now?
Now I have, I don't know if you know the Cupra. Cupra is a car with 300 horsepower.
The Cobra.
And,
The
I have
Cobra.
bought also.
The Cobra. Cobra.
No, 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 not the Cobra. It's an European. It's a. It says, you know, the Volkswagen Golf GT.
Yeah.
Is similar, but is the name because it's a sports car, but has the same motor. That is 300 horsepower and is a Cupra. Cupra.
See, all right. I have to look at it.
I think that is only European, maybe this car, but the basic is of a Golf GT, I think.
Oh well,
I have that, and I have also a limited edition that I have bought now, but I have put it in the garage. I have a Fiat Abarth.
Oh yeah.
595 competizione, but it's only because they stopped the production, and I've bought this in German, and it was the last one in Germany in a seller.
What year model's that?
And,
what year model? What year model's that? What year?
What?
What year?
This year.
Oh.
This year is the last edition. Edition is a Black Scorpion edition. Is the name. It's a special, a limited edition.
I remember the Fiat 124 Sport. Do you remember the Fiat 124 Sport? I'm very much a classic guy. I like the old cars. You know. I have cars as well, Gabrielle. I have cars as well. Don't ask me about my cars. Don't ask.
Oh yeah,
but
here in Italy, it's very difficult to have cars because if you have a car that is too much powerful, you have to pay many taxes.
Oh God!
Think that
what? That's not good.
For the Maserati, I spent only for taxes. I think 5,000-6,000 euros every year only for taxes, because it was it had the motor of Ferrari California. It was the same, the V8, and so it had 440 horsepower, and I spent 5,000-6,000 every year only for taxes. Because the government here is this.
But what
very strange here.
But wait a minute. So, Italy, Lamborghini, Italy, Ferrari, Italy, Maserati, Italy.
Yeah.
So, do we just make these cars for the Arabs? Do we send everything to Dubai? Is that it? We just send them to Dubai.
We produce special cars for the other countries, not for Italy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What?
Yeah, if you buy a Lamborghini, you spend only on taxes 1,000 euros every month.
Far out. That's not fun.
Yeah, no, because you spent in taxes what you spent for a city car every year.
Nah, forget it, man. That's
incredible.
Send a complaint letter. Send a complaint letter, mate. Or I saw in your highlights, you play the piano, classical.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
He plays the piano.
Yes,
Chris?
I have two pianos. Yes, I have two pianos here in my house.
Yes.
I have a long piano.
Yes.
And I have a vertical piano in another room. I love piano. I play piano. I think from when I was 6. I have studied also uh, for all my life, but I am a classical pianist. Essentially, I love to play Chopin, Rachmaninoff, something of Beethoven.
Wow.
Yes,
Oh, look at you,
yes,
mate. God.
but 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 today I play the piano, so for the girls,
Of
just for
course,
that.
man. Of course, of course. If I, you know what, I get it. I get it, mate. Of course, but
Yeah, because you know, a bodybuilder that play piano, when you play piano, all the girls say, "Wow, wow,"
wow, he's got a soft
and
heart.
they they fall in love for this.
But also bodybuilder, piano player, and European. You put European together, perfect. They think, oh, he must be
Wow.
romance, Mr. Romance, Mr. Romance. Have you been to Greece?
No, I have never been in Greece, and this is very strange because when I was on my legs, maybe it was the best moment to go there because I know that Greece is full of stairs also.
Yeah.
What I've seen, maybe, but I want to go there. I think that is one of the is one of the last state that I have to visit because I've been all over the world, in Russia, in Europe, in all the states, just Greece. Yes, but I know that is a very good place.
I think I've been to Italy. I remember coming to Milano, and from Milano, I drove all the way from Milano down to Rome, but we stopped along the way. Do you know the only place I didn't come to, which I do regret, is Florence. I don't know why I didn't go to Florence. I do not know why. But from Milano to Rome,
Yeah.
we drove, and Rome was the last place before I went back to Greece to spend some more sunshine and then come back to Australia. But I came from the French Rivieras. So I did the French Rivieras, then I went,
Yes.
then we went to Milano, and then we drove all the way down. But yeah, I think I like to come again to Italy, and but I think you will love. I think you'll love the islands, Gabrielle. The islands are beautiful. Like, I can't explain the Mediterranean. Everyone talks about like the Maldives, Fiji, but there's something about the Mediterranean they're very unique too. So,
Yeah.
especially I
Yes,
think,
I know.
yeah,
I know. Here in the Mediterranean, there are many islands that are beautiful.
yeah. I think you'll enjoy, the islands. Also, I saw in your highlights that you actually were walking at one stage. You had the walking frame in 2018. I saw you trying to be on your feet. What happened? What changed?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, yes, but now is many years that I don't try more. Also because I have a calcification now in one leg. In the beginning, I made I made so much rehabilitation every day to try to walk again. But I reached just I think 50 meters, but I need something as 30 minutes to do 50 meters. It My legs just work in the beginning. not in the middle. So and in the foot, so it's very difficult. And today is impossible for me to get up. Yes, I have lived the rehabilitation also because my life now is also out of Italy for some months every year, and it's difficult to have to be constant in that,
Yeah.
to have constancy.
Yeah, no, consistency, being consistent. Yeah, and I understand.
Yeah.
Your post in 2 more questions, then we'll go over the body. But you said here in your post in June 2023, so think about this. This is 1 year ago in June. You said, my evolution over the last 12 years, I'm assuming now 13 because it's 2024, from my last comp in 2011, and there you are standing, the photo shows you standing, to my first amateur NPC USA 2013, to your condition in 2022 before the Arnold's UK. From standing to sitting, I will always be a bodybuilder, amateur, professional, standing, sitting. Sport is really what sets us up free from destiny and each of us. It simply tests ourselves first and foremost with ourselves. I think this is one of the foundation and deepest teaching that sport gives us.
Yes, because as we said also before, the sports for me is the biggest thing to be free, because you have the freedom to be what you want to be, really. Today I understand that is anyway, I am bigger today than yesterday, than when I was on my legs. But anyway, today I think that the sport gives me the total freedom in this world. Total freedom to express also myself. Bodybuilding, many people don't like bodybuilding, but bodybuilding is the only sport, and this is the only real difficult of bodybuilding, where when you compete you have to transfer something with your body. I think that there is a big relation with what you have inside your soul, and maybe with bodybuilding, if you are really connected with your soul, you can show your soul also in your movement on the stage. As I said before to you, all my imperfections disappear on the stage, because that is my perfect moment in my life today. So this is the biggest meaning for me in bodybuilding, my bodybuilding journey.
Okay, so tell me, so where to now for Gabrielle? What can we expect? Actually, hold on. One more question.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand Italian. Okay, I don't. But I'll tell you a funny story. When I was 13, 14, when I went to the high school, right? I studied Italian, and I came second in the class, and I beat all the Italians. So I could read and write Italian when I was 13. I don't know why. I just did it. I want to know this year, because I forgot to mention this. This year you placed 4th, correct? Am I right in saying this? 4th in the Olympia?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said something in your bedroom on the camera. What did you say to everyone? Can you tell us in English and tell us about coming 4th?
What I said in Italian in that moment, when I placed 4th.
Yes, you spoke to the camera. But I can't understand Italian. Yes, I thought maybe let's talk something current before I ask for the future.
Yes,
the current is you came. There it is. Yes, please show us that. There it is, Chris. Yes, please tell us about that. What a beautiful.
This is the medal.
Yeah, great, perfect, beautiful.
Yes, in that moment I did after Olympia that little post where I speak in Italian.
Yeah.
To all the people, just to say that the Olympia wasn't in the weight that I imagined also this year, because I prepared so much this year, and also the Arnold Classic in USA 2nd place, in UK 1st place. Were so good, and so I expect something more also, because after Arnold Classic I didn't stop my preparation. I go on with my preparation, and yes, it was very hard this year for me. And from Arnold Classic I've had an evolution of my body that I didn't expect really, because I grew up with some muscles that I needed on my body to go on stage. So in that moment I said this, that I was not so happy to place the 4th in this Olympia, but that the worst thing was that I need also to qualify another time to compete in Mr. Olympia, because maybe this year if I placed in the top 3, I think that I stop myself for some times, also to take a breath with my body. Because I need it. I need it because last year I prepared for 1 year.
Yeah.
And it's not it's very toxic
to
say this. So I say there that next competition is Arnold Classic USA, because I will compete there, and I had I had already said to the federation yes, that I compete there. I have confirmed my presence there, and yesterday began my preparation for Arnold Classic. So just 1 week after Mr. Olympia. I said only that in that video.
Okay. So there's an element of disappointment. There's an element of disappointment too, you're saying.
Yes, in that moment I was not so happy. Because I am in English is delusion. No, maybe I don't know. Yes.
Well, maybe Gabrielle, this might make you fire up. Like now, make you angry. Maybe this time you gather all your tools to win, because sometimes holding on to second, like I said, now maybe you feel I don't want to use the word disgusted. You say, no, this can't be true. Now I'm going for number 1. So maybe now number 1 is yours. Maybe this time you get very hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that, yes, this can be the, what make me jump on on another level.
I think
I'm sure of this,
maybe
because-
this is the leapfrog. I think now you can't do this. You said, no, I don't want to see this again. So look, everything happened for a reason. I guess we're going to watch this space, but I want to know, so where to now for Gabrielle? Okay, we know you're going to go to Arnold's USA, but what about you? What's the future look like for you? You said you've got this business now. Tell us a little bit to look forward to. What are we looking forward to seeing?
Yeah. Sure, I invest more time also in my coaching studio.
Yep.
Because I have also to develop that part of my life.
Yep.
Also because now in January I turn 45 and it's not time to retire from my career, athletic career.
Mm-hmm.
Also because today the athletic career of a bodybuilder is can be very long.
Yeah.
You can see Harold Kelly is 52 maybe.
Yep.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, and he's incredible. He's an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
52 or 53.
Yeah.
So I think that I can compete for other 3 years maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I want to compete for other 3 years maybe. After that, I have to invest totally myself in my coaching studio.
Yep.
I have also some other project. Maybe I'd like also to own a gym here in Italy.
Yep.
But in Italy, in this moment, to have a company is very difficult for the taxes.
Bloody Italians!
Because we are. Okay, think only this: that I have a society, and in this moment, with my society, I spent 50% of taxes.
That's not good, man. That's killing business, man.
Yes. Yes, this is the truth. And I pay taxes on all the things that I buy. I pay taxes when I sell something. I pay taxes when I do something.
When you drive the car, when you put petrol in the car, when you use the tolls.
Yes.
Tax on tax on tax. When you buy food. Fuck, man. Do you know, I think, truthful, Gabrielle, I think we all pay 70% in taxes. They don't tell us. Maybe they tell us it's 50, 40, 30, but it's really 70% in tax.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I don't know. This government is not good. I don't know what they're doing. They're wearing their Versace. They're all wearing beautiful suit and spending our money on rubbish.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm not very happy.
Yes. This moment is the lowest moment also for all of the Europe, because and consider that I am a person that is economically I stay very well. I have all that I need. I earn money is also from my sponsor and other things, but I don't understand why, if my sponsors pay me something, I have to give for the basic 50% to the state.
What for? That's rubbish. I know. Look, man, I don't know, man. I don't know why we vote these people in and they do what they do, which is shocking. But
hi, I'm Yvonne, the founder of Rock Creek.
I'm Steve, Muscle Talks podcast.
We're thrilled at Rock Creek to announce the fact that we're collaborating with Muscle Talks. We're really excited at the opportunity to present our hemp protein product range of pancake mixes and brownie mixes. We also have a fantastic range of toasted granolas and magnesium. So please come to rockcreek.com.au, go to our online store.
And while you're there, type in Muscle Talks 10 to get 10% off. Now go to rockcreek.com.au.
Maybe the best thing for you is to come to Australia so I can show you my motorbikes and we can sit back and we can drink red wine on your off season, but only on your off season. Only on your off season, you know. We don't want to give you the wrong ingredients when you are on season, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to go over the body, okay? We're going to go over the body. I'm going to tell you a body part, and you're going to tell me how you train it. And obviously, I'm going to go to all the body parts, and you're going to be my personal trainer, okay? So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
If I say bicep, maybe I will say to you, preacher curl, 3 sets of 10. Okay? That's all I want. You don't have to go through a whole routine, just one exercise, how many sets, how many reps. So,
Yeah.
whether you train it or not, doesn't matter. You can say, no, don't train it, don't worry about it. So the first one I'm going to start with is the good old-fashioned traps. Do you train traps?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I train traps. I generally use the cable or the dumbbells.
Yep.
Sitting on a bench in both cases.
Yep.
Or in front of the cable or with the dumbbells. And I just
shrugs.
I just do the
shrugs.
Yes. Shrugs. Yes. Shrugs.
How many sets? How many reps?
I just do that. I work very heavy with the traps.
Yep.
Also because the kind of fibers that are on the shoulder and the traps need to have heavy kilos.
Okay.
That kind of fibers. For example, if you in the biceps, you can go high with the reps because there is another kind of fibers there. Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me, heavy. How many sets? How many reps for shrugs?
Generally, I do 2 top sets. This means that I begin with 1, 2, 3 sets.
Yep.
And then I arrive to my first top set.
Yep.
Then I do another top set and one back off.
Okay. How many reps? How many reps in that?
For me, the ideal is 8 reps.
Okay, so you are going
Generally,
heavy, yeah.
Yes, generally I don't stay under 8 reps because for me it's the ideal.
Okay, so let's do delts, side delts.
The main exercise for me is the press on the Smith machine.
Okay. How many sets? How many reps?
The same. 2 top set and 1 or 2 back off.
Okay.
So I do 3, 4 sets to arrive to my top set.
And how much on your top set? How many
sets
sets on you? How many reps? How many reps on your top set?
8 reps, 8, 9 reps.
You must be training with Dorian Yates. Every heavy Dorian Yates. What about rear delts? What about rear delts?
Yes, I do. I don't do the cables more now because I use very much the center of the back when I use the cables. So I don't like so much to do the back shoulder in that way. I use it to stay sitting on a bench with the dumbbells, moving back a little to feel the back shoulder that is contracting. Is a strange exercise, but is the best exercise and is very difficult to understand where you have to work. Also in this case, I don't use the top set, but I do 5, 6 sets with a weight that is heavy, but not so much because I arrive at 10, 12 reps.
Okay. Oh, it's not that heavy. Oh, well, it is, but isn't. What about front delts? Front delts.
Front delts generally after the press in the Smith machine for shoulder. I do the super set with lateral dumbbells and front dumbbells.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
What about chest? Any chest exercise?
Yes. Chest. I do chest 2 times every week,
Yep.
and I use one time the bench.
Incline. You're saying? I saw your hand.
Bench.
Incline. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, incline bench, and one time the chest press. These are the beginning exercise. But one time I use 2 top set
Yep.
and 1 back off.
Yeah.
The time where I use the chest press, that is more simple. I use some high intensity technique, and usually I use a technique that is that I call the 20 reps technique.
Yep.
I use a weight with which I can do 12 reps. I do the first 12 reps, then I stop for 3 seconds, then I continue. I do, for example, other 3-4 reps, and I arrive at 17 reps. I stop for other 3 seconds, then I do 1 very slow. I stop for 3 seconds, 2 very slow. I stop for 3 seconds, arriving to a total of the 20 reps.
Wow. Okay. Very intense, very disciplined.
Yeah.
What about bicep?
Bicep, I used to do dumbbells.
Yep.
Sitting dumbbells. I used to do it bilateral, so not one every time, but bilateral. And I one time I do as a drop set. One time I do as a top set. In the drop set, I drop for 3 times, and I go to the limit every time. So 8 to 10 reps for every little set in the set. And I go down. I drop, I think, 20% of the weight.
Okay. Tricep.
Tricep, I do the cable generally, but I use also to do many times the French press, and I do very heavy top set.
Oh yeah, okay. Just because I will mention this, but forearms. Do you train forearm?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't train.
No, but back in the 80s and 90s, we trained a bit of forearms. Abs. Do you train abs?
No, never.
Okay.
I have many abs, but I don't try never. Sometimes I do some crunch, but nothing. I don't do that. Also because I use my abs every day, all the day long, because in the wedge.
Okay, yeah, of course. That's what I mean. All right, so obviously I want to make it fair for everyone because I asked, you're going to train me now. Quads. What do you think I should do for quads? You're my trainer. I'm doing quads. One exercise.
For example,
Yeah.
For my athletes, the main exercise for me is the leg extension.
Okay. It's how many sets? How many reps?
In that case, you have to go up with reps. I think that 10, 12 reps are the best. And the important is to alternate one time with heavy weight and one time with high technique with some high intensity technique.
Okay. Hamstring.
Hamstring, the best one is oh my god, the name is
Is it
lo
lying?
stacco da terra,
Is
you
it
know.
is it lying hamstring curls or standing hamstring curl or seated hamstring curl or RDLs?
No, you know, with the long
When you
bilanciere.
when you're lying down on the bench?
No, not on the bench, from the ground.
Hang on.
From the ground with a big one. And
Hip
they go-
thrust.
No, not hip thrust. No, no, no. In this moment, I have not all the English in my. Wait a moment, maybe I.
Say it in Italian.
No,
What's it in Italian?
In Italian is stacco da terra.
Chris, do you know how to say stacco a terra?
is when you take the weight from the ground.
Yep.
And you go up.
Oh, you're
Yes.
talking about deadlifts.
Yes.
Deadlifts.
Yes.
Deadlifts.
Okay.
We did it, mate. We did it. See, I could be your
Deadlift.
translator. I could be your translator.
Yeah.
All right, deadlifts. What about calves? What's good calf exercise?
The calf machine. If or the calf machine or the calf in the press, in the leg press.
Okay, yeah, I know which one. Look, because I ask everyone, the tibialis, that's the front part of the calf. Do we train
No.
that? Okay.
No.
Okay. Now, glutes. What's a good glute exercise?
Yeah, for the girls that I follow, I used to use sometimes also the gluteus machine is if it's a good gluteus machine, but also the hip thrust is the main exercise today. I have seen that in the competition on the stage for the bikinis, they look for in the gluteus hamstring block.
Yep.
So I think that also for the girls, for the gluteus, the deadlift is the best exercise.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to go very long, also with the stretching to develop your muscle there and the separation from the gluteus and the hamstring.
Okay, I've got two more because they just came to my head quickly. Two more. The wellness. What do you think of the new winner, like Francesca, whatever she was? She was amazing. You know, she was amazing. But this new, what do you think of the change and the competition?
Yes, I think that Isa Pereira is the perfect wellness. Also because today the wellness is a good division, but sometimes, especially in Europe, and maybe also a little in USA, there are so much girls that are too much shredded. They have not the right shape to compete in wellness, and so they are not feminine, but the division want that the girls are feminine with a big butt, because in the beginning this division was born for the Brazilian butt. Excuse me, I don't know if butt is
it's the right word. Yeah, butt. Yeah, backside, butt.
Yeah, the back. Yeah. So if this girl were born old with that shape, okay. But now all the European girls that want to compete there, they use so many drugs to have that big butt, and it's not no more natural. Isa Pereira, the new wellness champion, is the perfect wellness because she is so feminine. She is also a little soft in the upper, as the division wants. But here the girls are full of veins. They have some separation that are real extreme. They are full of fibers also in the butt, and this is not good for for the wellness. I am happy that not only the wellness but also the bikinis. I've seen that they did they have done a step back, because also the bikinis now are more natural, more soft. Also the wellness are more natural, more soft, and it is the right way for an aesthetic division.
My last question before I ask you to promote yourself is, if I come one day to Olympia, should I bring my piano? All the beautiful girls, man. How do you control yourself there with all the beautiful girls? This is too much bikini, man. This is too much for anybody.
Yes.
I think if I went to compete and saw this many bikini, I don't think I'll hear my name for the stage. I'll be too busy trying to play the piano.
It's not only the bikinis, because when there is the Olympia is full. I don't know if I can say of pussies.
Oh yeah, you can say that, man. Is it okay to say that? I think so.
You can smell it.
I can imagine.
It's very hard. It's very hard.
It's very hard, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know. Let alone the top of the sport, but yes. All right. Gabrielle, where can people find you? How do they find you? What's your... I know your Instagram, but how do they find you in Italy? How do they find you in the world?
Okay. Here in Italy, I am in Florence. I train in a gym that is called B-Side in Florence. But on my socials, I'm Gabriele Andriulli EFBB Pro on Instagram, but also on Facebook. I have a page, an athlete page. I am also on YouTube, but that is a project that I have to
master.
To work with.
Yeah, you have to master.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is a work in progress, you know.
I understand totally. It's a lot of work. Everything's work, social media. Well, Gabrielle, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for trusting me with your time. To be honest, we've had a few Olympians, but we've not had the caliber of the Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman of the wheelchair. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to you. Thanks for this invitation.
Yeah.
For me, it was very important.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was.
Thank you.
I felt very blessed and very honored. Trust me. I'm so grateful to have you. Yes.
And I will come there in Australia very soon, because I'm curious to see Australia.
Oh, you'll love it. If you come to Australia, you connect with me on IG, and like I said, sure. We'll go to Bondi Beach and we can look at wellness all day. All right.
Okay. Very good.
Very good,
I
bro.
like it.
Yeah, I like it, me too. You just bring the piano, mate. You just bring the piano.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gabrielle.